We're Soul Clap.
You're watching In the Loop from Producer Tech. But don't forget, sample, copy, loop it, and you dupe it to stupid.
Welcome to the all-new format In the Loop from Producer Tech, for the latest in music production technology and online learning. In this episode, you can win a pair of fantastic Tannoy Reveal 402 monitors. And we're also giving away 2 effects plugins by DMG Audio. We'll be hearing music from Berlin techno producer Christian Vance, plus there'll be additional production tips and tricks and exclusive offers for our latest courses. So let's get cracking with the first of this episode's giveaways, in which you can win a fine compressor and multi-effects plugin to add to your collection. DMG Audio is a company run by the man who not only conceived the first Focusrite plugin of all time, but also the guy who custom-built Beardy Man's performance rig, the Beardytron. So I was massively looking forward to checking out the superb range of plugins they have to offer, which consist of a number of different EQs, a stereo control effect, de-esser, and lots more. The ones we're giving away in this episode are Compassion and Pitchfunk. Compassion is an all-singing, all-dancing compressor, which on the surface may seem like any other, only with some nice display features, but is in fact the most configurable compressor I've ever come across. Catering for beginners as well as advanced producers, it comes with some nice presets to act as starting points for various situations, and there's a large display area for visualizing the compressor's effect as well as tweaking settings. And if you want to get really technical, you can lift up the hood and tweak to your heart's content. Equally mind-blowing and versatile is the modulating multi-effects monster Pitchfunk, with 3 totally configurable LFOs and an envelope, which can all be used to modulate a large number of effects, including a delay, filter, pitch and level controls, and lots more. There are so many different situations when this effect comes in handy. Whether creating level pumping, filter modulation effects, synchronized delays, or gated and pitched enveloping, you won't get bored with the endless possibilities. To see lengthier overviews of each plugin, go to our YouTube channel, and to enter the competition to win them both, simply tweet @ProducerTech, @DMGAudio, #InTheLoop, and then keep an eye on Twitter for the results. Stay tuned for the chance of winning a pair of Tannoy Reveals later in the episode. Now though, a 2-minute quick tip showing a different way of creating the classic pumping effect in Ableton Live. Here I've got the tail end of an FX hit looping to give me a continuous atmospheric sound with a constant level. At the moment, the loop is a beat and a half long, as I prefer the sound that makes to having it loop each beat. Now creating an envelope in Live is done by clicking on the envelope section and then choosing the parameter you want to automate, or draw in the curve for. So if I choose Clip and then Volume, then I can create a curve in the clip editor to have the level change over time. However, as this is a loop with irregular timing, I wouldn't be able to make the level duct the same on each beat in that window. But one of the great things in Live is the ability to unlink an envelope. Then, once I've done that, I'm free to draw a curve of any length I want for that parameter. So if I make it a beat long now, then I'll have the level drop down at the start of each beat. And I can make the curve whatever shape I want. And a nice thing about this is you can get rid of that click at the end just by adding a very brief fade out. Much easier and with more control than when using a compressor. If you go to our Facebook page, you'll see a load more quick tips just like this in the videos section, which we're now uploading every week. As a special promotion, in this episode only, we're offering you 20% off everything at live-courses.com for the next month, so you can learn techniques like the one just covered by signing up to any of the core or additional courses. This includes the 2 latest releases, which are the final part of Paul Maddox's house production with Push course, covering arranging techniques, and the next instalment of fly-on-the-wall tutorials in the studio with colour, as they add Foley, chords and vocals to their drum and bass groove. To take advantage of this discount, just click C on any course pages and enter the coupon code ITLE720. Now let's pay Christian Vance a visit in his Berlin studio to check out his setup and hear some of his quality techno. So here we are in Prenzlauer Berg once again, in the studio of Christian Vance. Where have you played in Berlin?
Played at many different clubs now in Berlin over the years. I think the first time I played was years ago was in Tresor. Last year played a really nice show at Stadtbad. which was really fun with Derek May in the swimming pool part. I don't think there's many clubs in the world where you play in an emptied out swimming pool.
It's a cool place, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it you like most about the city in terms of the music and that side of things?
Berlin is always like a wave that never breaks. I mean, people that lived here in the beginning would say about the nightlife, early techno parties, it doesn't have the freedom because now it's more a commodity. Look, there's always venues in Berlin where it's not so much a commodity. There are places on a Sunday or a Monday morning that you go to that perhaps are not so featured on the techno tourist map, that but they've still got this great energy of freedom. Sometimes you see programming of artists and DJs and you're like, why is this person playing after this person, but the dance floor is still dancing. I think that's the thing about Berlin. It's got an energy that doesn't want to stop. It allows you to stop when you want to stop. So I think it's the energy. So today, very basic setup here. Ableton, we've got this view, session view, I believe it's called in Ableton. I seem to forget half the time. Sturdy RME babyface sound card. It's great. It has a very good latency, it has a very good sound, and it's very light and compact, and it's great to take in live gigs. We have the Novation launch control, which is a very small lightweight controller. I'm using it now to play live because I can trigger several things. I can also use these 16 pots for various different things, and I can flick through my own user menus. So basically how I've got it set up here is I have different kicks on one channel, I have bass, sub bass on another, I have lots of different audio clips through here. Anyway, let's play something just so we get a little idea. We're going to trigger. I can go up in my view here. Take a little bit of the reverb off. And there we go. Standard loop. Using everything here. Now, I've just got these set up for volumes at the moment, so we can do this. Reverb, take out that bass and sub, and I've got some filter cutoff, so the frequency cutoff, a little bit of release. Yeah, there we have it. Really basic, 64 bars, 128 bars, whatever it is, that you can create tension. You can do something really basic just with pure audio, a kick drum, and one software synth.
You can hear an extended techno jam by Christian on our YouTube channel. And keep an eye out for the full-length interview and demo of his track, which will be appearing at some point over the next few weeks. Now let's take a look at some compact yet powerful studio monitors from Tannoy, a pair of which we're giving away to one lucky person. Tannoy have been around for donkey's years, supplying the armed forces with PA systems during World War II, and then Butlins and Pontins holiday camps after that, which led to Tannoy becoming a colloquial term for PA systems in the UK. Since the latter part of last century, they've been one of the big names in studio monitoring, with a few different ranges over the years, including the popular Reveal series, which have a more traditional design and come in 3 different sizes. I've been checking out the smallest of the lot, Reveal 402, which you can see being reviewed in more detail in a feature coming later in the month. In a nutshell though, I found them to be impressively powerful and bassy, especially considering their size, and with a nice wide sweet spot, as well as some cool features like an aux input on the back for plugging in a phone or other device. So I definitely recommend the Tannoys as an excellent choice for a bedroom or small studio setup. To enter the draw to win a pair for yourself, just go to producertech.com/Tannoy Reveal comp and enter your email address and the captcha, then hit subscribe. Results will be announced in March. Finally in this episode, I'm going to show you how to instantly make a wicked 303 style bassline with one of the most popular synths of all time, Native Instruments Massive. First up, I've got a MIDI clip in live here with a sustained note of C and lasting a bar. So when this triggers the default instance of Massive, it sounds like this. To make things more interesting, let's go over to the modulation section. And what I'm going to do is click on modulator 8 here, which is currently in stepper mode. So is a step grid style modulator, which jumps to different values on each step. So if I drag it to the oscillator pitch now, and then set the range to an octave, you can hear we get the pitch jumping up and down. What I'll do is choose a different factory preset for the stepper though, like this little melody one. And now let's add some filtering. A standard low pass would do, but this acid preset will do even better. Then I just lower the cutoff, and then I can use another modulator in stepper mode to make the cutoff jump up and down as well. Then I'll just add some dimension expander. Some extra unison voices. And we're done. For more tips like this, check out my complete guide to Massive or any other of the instrument courses, like the brand new Contact course, on the new site synth-courses.com, which we're also offering at 20% off this month with the ITL E720 coupon code. Coming up, for the whole of February, we're going to be focusing on remixing, with a few new courses from myself and other producers, and a load of free quick tips on our social networks. We'll also be kicking off our next remix comp, which is in collaboration with the mighty Beardy Man, and has its usual superb range of prizes. And lastly, you might like to check out the Anarchy Rice Mixcloud page in Feb, as there'll be a brand new 90s vinyl mix going up every day, as part of a 30-day DJ challenge. So that's it for this episode. Tune in next time for more competitions, reviews, interviews, tutorials, and other audio-related business. This has been In the Loop from Producer Tech. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.